No, you don't need the.
I'm doing this my way.
He a legend, he a legend, he a legend. He a legend, he a legend, he a legend.
Talking on it though, then
He
you
a
can't bring it
legend.
up later.
Welcome to the league, to the league, to the league, to the league, to the league of items. Welcome to the league, to the league, to the league, to the league, to the league of items.
Welcome back to Summoner's Rift! Worlds Day 2 gave us 7 games, and in our first match we have Rainbow 7 taking on V3. At the 26-minute mark, V3 had a 3k lead, but it's Rainbow 7's Ace looking to make a play in the mid lane, sprinting it down mid on Sion. Leaving Josie Dodo all alone, as his teammates are all turned into shadows. INTZ and Supermassive face off in game 2, and Cacao comes galloping in from the top side of the map, running over Shinny Cocoa Pop and saying hi to Deadbert as Tay is turned into a pair of shoes. Through 2 days, Supermassive is looking huge. The Unicorns of Love do their best Hecarim impersonation at Rift Herald as Santa Claus is coming to town brings Buggy to Hook City. Ahaha, Sick and No Mans are competing for the best name at Worlds as the Unicorns of Love take down the Rift Herald and win the game. LGD is looking to bounce back from their day 1 loss, but somewhere over the Rainbow 7 is looking for a Dragon Soul 4 versus 5. Kramer was chunked out in a bad spot. Peanut hops into the pit, looking for a steal and lands his Q, but Ori hits a huge 3-man shockwave and secures Dragon Soul down 4k gold. Peanut with a huge mistake. At the 37-minute mark, Kramer tries to pick off Nidalee. But it's all alone once again with another huge shockwave. Peanut panics and tries to escape through the pit. But his GA is popped. He is killed. And LGD gets their nuts smashed by Rainbow 7. Unicorns of Love and PSG had a close match and the teams find themselves at Baron. Unicorns of Love pulled out a 0 ADC lineup with a Swain, and PSG picked Jhin. So they deserve to lose. Unicorns of Love fights the Baron and PSG at the same time, clipping Kai Wing's wings first before chasing PSG into their base with empowered minions. Whose No Mans is this? Hits another huge shockwave, and the Unicorns of Love move to 2-0. Supermassive was the underdog headed into their match against the Sad Lions, but they looked like the better team throughout. Top laners are feasting on Arome as Armut had another huge game for Supermassive. Armut spins to win once again. Shadow has completely disappeared so far at Worlds and dies first in the final teamfight of the game. In our last match of the day, Team Liquid added to their legacy with an easy, methodical victory. Legacy was bodied by Jensen's Big Bald Orianna, going 8, 1 and 6. Team Liquid finishes the day 2-0, and are looking good to advance to the next round. What's up, everybody? It's Pikel with League of Items, and day 2 was pretty interesting. We had 7 matches, so let's go through those real quick. V3 beat Rainbow 7, not a huge surprise. Supermassive beat INTZ, another game that went as expected. Unicorns of Love took down V3. I wanted V3 to win. I think that there will be opportunities to pick against Unicorns of Love throughout the tournament, so I'm just going to keep doing that probably. Rainbow 7 beat LGD which was probably the most surprising game of the day, obviously. LGD has dropped their first 2 games. I still expect them to get into the knockout round, and if they can get into that part of the tournament, they shouldn't have any trouble getting into the main event. The problems that I'm kind of seeing are specifically with Peanut, which is kind of concerning. Also, Longshi is a one-dimensional player, like I was saying before Worlds. Check out the top lane video. Same thing with Kramer. Kramer is not a carry player. So on the Twitch today, he made a lot of different mistakes. And the thing is, Kramer could even be a good Twitch player. But if you're not set up to be the carry within your team, because Peanut is often the one dictating how the game goes in the early game, then it's just not going to go well a lot of the time, even if you're better than the other team. And that's because League of Legends is often pretty predictable. So it's like, first obviously is talent determines most games, and then it goes down to like champion pool and how the game actually the pick ban and champion pools, and then it goes to how the game states turn out. And when you are when you're LGD and you're giving up these early dragons and allowing Rainbow 7 to have some kind of win condition like the dragon, you're just asking for trouble. So they're not really playing good League of Legends right now at all. They were way too slow in their first game, and they just didn't perform well in this game either. Tomorrow they take on V3, so if you want to, they take on V3 and Unicorns of Love. I'll be picking LGD in both of those games. So if you want to go against that, I understand. But LGD against Unicorns of Love will actually be pretty funny to see the DraftKings ownership. I'm pretty interested in seeing how that goes. Maybe it's just a day to play some chalk. Then we had the Unicorns of Love against Talon. So PSG Talon got the Echo pick and didn't manage to win. Unicorns of Love pulled out a cool team composition where they had these gigantic health pools, and that works out really well against Jhin. As you know, I think Jhin is a garbage champion, especially when you have like Renekton. What was it? Renekton, Hecarim, Swain. Like, good luck against that. Then we had Supermassive beat Mad Lions. I was on that one. I had, going into the last match, I was like under 1 point away from chopping first in the big contest. But then Team Liquid, I think some Team Liquid lineups with Jensen knocked me down a little bit. I didn't have a Jensen captain lineup, which probably just a big mistake considering how much I liked Supermassive today. So that's just a bad decision on my part. I also came in second in a qualifier for the like $550 contest that's coming out soon. So I'll probably still try to go after some of those tickets. And then we had Team Liquid and Legacy. That game was a blowout, so not really anything to take away from that. Tomorrow's going to be interesting because there's only 4 games, and I'm pretty sure most of us will agree that LGD, Rainbow 7, PSG Talon, and those 3 are all those 3 games are not really debatable in terms of like what most people are going to do. It's going to be tough to play the underdog in those matches based off of what we've seen so far. So if people can convince themselves that V3 beats LGD, then fine, but I'm not doing that. And then Rainbow 7 against Unicorns of Love. I mean, I guess Rainbow 7 does have some chances against Unicorns of Love, but again, it's going to be very low owned on DraftKings. So I think there's 2 game slates, which really sucks. I would expect LGD plus Rainbow 7 to be the most I think LGD with Rainbow 7 is going to be more popular than Unicorns of Love with V3, but I think LGD and Unicorns of Love combined with like Jungle Captain might actually not even be a possibility, so you might have to do top captains, support captains. That'll be interesting to kind of check in on. Maybe a team captain actually gets there tomorrow. That'd be pretty insane. I doubt it. But if I was DraftKings, I would probably limit all of the captain options or try to force them to have a third team in there to make the lineups work. More similar to FanDuel. PSG Talent against V3. That's probably a spot where you can play the underdog as well, especially on DraftKings. Yeah, that's probably a smart way to go. Even an outright bet on V3 because PSG Talent comes in day one. They get their big win over LGD. That increases our perception of them a lot, but then LGD loses again to Rainbow Seven. So now people's opinion of LGD is at an all-time low. Well, not an all-time low. Is the lowest it's been in months. And PSG Talent, even after losing to Unicorns of Love, is probably thought of as on the same level as LGD, but below Unicorns of Love, who people were already high on. So Unicorns of Love probably has a higher perception by most people than LGD right now. I still think I for this last game, unless like the pricing for DraftKings is crazy, I see myself just going LGD, rotating PSG Talent and V3 into different combinations, and just not playing as much volume because it's a 2-game slate and I hate 2-game slates. So I'll probably do that. Maybe a game stack is a good idea on this. If I had to game stack one of these games, I would do LGD versus Unicorns of Love. That should be an exciting game to watch. So yeah, that's probably how I'll approach tomorrow. Don't really have anything else for you. Want to keep this one a little shorter. But thanks for watching. If you're looking for the NFL content, that should be coming out later today. Actually, I guess the other thing I could say is Goading from the Discord. He won 10 grand in the Triumphant Warrior. And then we had a couple other guys winning on DraftKings. We had Dr. Floppy. He came in first in a few single entry contests. Gemma 7. He did pretty well in the Triumphant Warrior in 8th place, and then he also won a winner take all, which is like a 4-person contest. And then Goading took down 10K in the Triumphant Warrior, I believe. So good job, everybody. Hopefully we can continue. Getting these games right for the most part. And that's it. So thanks again for watching, and I'll talk to you later.